What in the heck? Technical difficulties. Okay, there we go. What a day. What a day. What's up, quarter pounders? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Wave Potter, and today I had some spicy stuff going on. You may have seen my video from earlier today, kind of explaining my view on some of the comments I got this morning. Maybe it was a mistake to do that. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I haven't actually uploaded it yet as of recording this, but it'll be up before I post this. So I'm very curious about your opinion on that. I'll put a card to it right up here so you can see that. As I'm editing this video, I got a comment from Alistair Bishop letting me know about why the particular word I used in my comment that I talked about in that video could be offensive. And I'll just put a screenshot of it right here so you can pause and read it if you want to. I pinned it on the video so other people can see it, but I just wanted to highlight that. Clearly there's a lot more context and nuance that went into this video and this situation, and I think it's important to look at all that intent and context rather than black and white. Well, this word's bad, this word's okay, you know, especially when it's a cultural divide, because it's a word that's not offensive as far as I know in the US, but apparently in the UK it's different. So we got to be understanding of each other's differences when it comes to cultural divides, and I'm truly sorry if I offended anyone who suffers from disabilities with the use of this word. I didn't know that it was a problem. Anyway, I don't want to spend too much of this video talking about the situation, so if you're curious, just go watch that other video. After that this morning, I just needed some joy in my life, and what better way to do that than by watching more Yoyoka videos. I posted a poll last night asking which drummers you want more reactions from, and overwhelmingly it was for Yoyoka, which makes sense because that's how most of you found me. I do want to get to more newer drummers, but I'm going to sprinkle them in to Yoyoka videos because, let's be honest, the majority of you are watching me now because of the Yoyoka videos. So, that said, this is part 2 of the Patreon request from Allie Cameron. So thank you, Allie. I'm finally doing part 2 of the 9 snares comparison video, getting to the fun part where she's playing the snares and demonstrating them within the context of the whole kit. So excited for this, because after this morning, I really need it. Alright. Here we go. Alright, I'm gonna incorporate each snare into a kit and play it. This is the Sonor. Groovy. Oh, nice. I love those offbeat hi-hat fills with the left hand. That was cool. Flawless. Those are, when you do those left hand where you're hitting the kick with your right foot and hitting the hi-hat with your left hand, those are really hard to line up perfectly into the timing of the song because your left hand and your right foot, they aren't used to working together like that, hitting at the same time. So that's very impressive. There's a lot of that in the Dance of Eternity from Dream Theater. It's not as easy as she's making it look here. Nice. Hits so hard. More laid back, chill, dramatic groove here. Sweet hi-hat work though. Really nice left foot control too for the hi-hat, just getting the left foot up just enough to have that washy sound without being like completely open and like wobbling around. Very nice. Okay, now it's the Pearl Maple. That's a part of music that's underrated, is the rest. The simple rest. I can't remember who said it, but they said the space between the notes is just as important as the notes themselves, because that's what creates rhythm. That's what creates feel. If you're just constantly playing notes, there's no rhythm, there's no feel. It's just melody all squashed together. So that's something I need to work on. Very cool. Oh, I've been there, man. I love that they left that in the video. So solid. All right, we got our next drum, the maple snare reference, pearl reference. Probably sounds fat. Oh my gosh, I just realized I'm not using headphones, which means this is going to sound like trash in my microphone. I better fix that right now. Otherwise, you're going to hear the crappy phone audio. It's going to feed back into the microphone. Then the compression I add to the voice is just going to destroy the sound. So glad I realized that now. Whew. All right. Oh, yeah, now I can hear the fatness. Very nice. It does sound heavy. I need to learn Japanese. Maybe if I ever hit 10,000 subscribers, I'll start trying to learn Japanese. That's hilarious. Man, this is I think I mentioned this last time, but this that was hilarious. Oh, this is a sweet, like, jungly groove. I love incorporating toms into a groove like this. Very nice quadruplets there. But this snare sounds so fat for how short it is. It looks like a piccolo snare. Sounds like it's a lot deeper. Nice. That was like that Misery Business build up right there. Paramore. Oh, nice. I love those little stick trill accents with the left hand. I just noticed Yoyoka's mic cords are purple. I have yellow mic cords. She has purple mic cords. It really looks like her favorite color is yellow, and my favorite color is purple. So we should, like, switch mic cords. It's a great fit for bright and fun songs. Fits pretty well with funk.
Let's go!
Onto... So silly, I love it. And this is exactly why I'm watching this right now, because after the morning I've had, this is like, reminds me why I do what I do. Because this morning I was feeling a little discouraged, like, is what I'm doing good? Is it worth it? But I mean, reading all of the overwhelmingly positive comments and then watching this reminds me why I do what I do. Oh, I love that tone. So punchy, so deep, and yet bright at the same time. It's such a perfect combo. think this might be my favorite. Besides that little red piccolo, or tiny little snare. Oh, just so good. I love that tone. Nice shuffle beat. That was a sweet variation, accenting the ghost notes. Such a boss. These grooves she's playing are so creative. I mean, they're... Oh, sweet Phil. They're probably improvised, but they're so creative. I love it. I would love to jam with her in person. Maybe someday, let me know if you'd be interested in this, but maybe someday I will take the grooves she plays in this and try to jam with them. I mean, one at a time, obviously. But speaking of which, if you haven't yet, check out my 101 groove jam with Yoyoka. I'll put a card to it up in the corner. I think it would be pretty sweet. Most comfortable snare. I would agree. It's such a good sound. You can just tell by the sound that it feels good to hit it, because it's that deep, visceral, punchy sound, but also so light and airy and punch. It's just everything I would look for in a snare drum combined. Suit many genres, rock and funk. Yeah. So fulfilling to play. That's what I was trying to say, but she said it so much better. I remember this from last time. The very heavy one with the thick shell. Let's hit it. Let's do it. Sweet halftime groove switcheroo. Those quads were so smooth, precise. Yeah, that's a good point. The snare has decent presence even when the hi-hat or cymbals are loud. They don't drown out the snare. Next snare is Pearl Sensitone Brass, 14 by 6.5. That hi-hat work. Ooh, love those. Love when there's a second hit after you do the main strike on the snare, when you let the rebound do another second stroke for you. And it doesn't just happen, you have to control it so it falls in the right spot, which is a whole nother layer of skill that she's obviously developed. I love that sound. Okay, so this is a little guy, 12 by 3.1. Little piccolo snare. A very present sound. Probably my least favorite sound. Because I love piccolo snares, but this one's a little harsh for me. I would like to hear it in person though, see how much different it sounds and feels in person. Like, If I was using this to record, I'd probably just cut the 3500 kilohertz down. That would probably make a huge difference, but I would be very curious to see how it feels and sounds in person. Sweet. There's very good control of those double kicks too.
思ってた通りすっごい高かったです。
Very high pitched, yeah.
本気で叩くと結構あんまりこのドラムには合わなかったかもしれないんですけど、気持ちよかったです。
It was a bit exhilarating. That's
パーンっ
cool.
て出てくれるので、ロックには合わないと思うんですけど、
Not right for rock, but fun for funk and gospel. Is that what it said? Yeah. It might fit with funk and gospel.
ゴスペルとかにも合うかもしれません。
I would agree. Very
では
responsive
次
though.
の最後
That's
の
cool.
ドラム、スネア行ってみましょう。Go!
The last snare. Now this was my favorite last time. This little red guy. Pearl RTN.
でね、本当にちっちゃくてもうこれ全然はまんなくてなんとかはまらせたんですけど
Snare stand's too big for it. That's
ちょっと途中で降りてく
funny.
るかなと思ってちょっと怖いんですけど
Afraid it
やって
might
みます
fall off, but she's gonna give it a try. Love it. Oh, see, that's a perfect high-pitched snare sound because it's not so harsh. I think it's because it's a little deeper. I would love to play this snare drum. What are the dimensions? 14 by 4? That thing's 14 inches wide? Sounds good.
いやー
The hitting surface
ちょっ
is
と高くない
narrow,
からちょっと
so you have to
あ
hit
んま
the
りいい音
middle
出ないんですけど
to get a good
メインの
sound.
スネアには使いにくいかもしれ
Maybe
ません
difficult to use as a main snare, but highly recommend for taking it places.
はい
Thank you again, Allie. I appreciate your request on this. Sorry I had to split it into 2 parts, but again, I'm coming up on a half hour of recording time, and that was only half the video, so I'm sure you understand. But anyway, yeah, thank you so much for the support on these videos. I can't tell you how much it means. I'm going to be turning 30 in a couple months, and I know that's not old, but it's definitely a big change going from 20s to 30s, I think, because it wasn't that long ago I graduated high school and I felt like I was a kid, so still trying to wrap my mind around that. But that said, I'll wrap this up. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the Patreon request. If you want to make your own request, it's only $5 a month to get your request to the top of my list. I have a lot of requests I'm sifting through right now, trying to decide which ones I should do that will keep this channel alive, because I love doing this and I want you guys to enjoy watching what I post. So that said, thank you, and I'll talk to you next time. Peace out.